So today I'm going to be sharing part 3 of my easy journal page ideas series. So part 1 and 2 are already up on my channel and I'll link those down below. But today I'm sharing 10 new ideas for you guys. And the idea of these journal page ideas is just to be really low pressure, really fun. If you're someone who is intimidated by journaling or if you're new to journaling, these are going to be ideas that you can do without feeling any pressure, without feeling like you're getting into anything too serious. And you can follow these ideas to create a full page, or you can just use them to spark different ideas for yourself. So you might like a certain aspect of one of these ideas and change it up to suit you. But hopefully these ideas are going to give you some inspiration to get journaling. These are also great if you are a really seasoned journaler, but you are toward the end of filling up your journal and maybe you just want to find some ideas to finish it off. So this is the journal that I'm working in at the moment. This is a journal that I made. I have a flip through of this up on my channel. And I haven't been in this journal for very long, but this is the journal that I'm working in today's video. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy these ideas. So the first idea is a really simple one, and it is just to use different colors when you're journaling on a page. So on this page, I just used red, black, and blue pen. It was one of those pens where you can just switch the color out, so I didn't actually have to change pens. I used the one pen with the different colors and I just alternated the colors, and what I did was kind of like a list, and I just wrote each thing on the list in a different color. So the next page idea is to do like a fashion inspiration page, or you could do an inspiration page for your home. I know for me, I'm more excited about home decor than I am about fashion. So for me, I went through magazines and I cut out some different images of houses that I like, different decor ideas that I like, and I created a spread just by cutting out those pictures, gluing them across the page, and then annotating the things that I like. So just writing really small little snippets of journaling, highlighting the things that I like about those pictures. So you can do this by going to magazines like I did and cutting out pictures that you like, or you can go to Pinterest or Google and print out pictures that you like and create a spread based around those. So I did the house inspiration page, and then I also did a little page on some clothing that I like for spring. And this time I just printed out the pictures and glued them on a little half page, like a little narrow page in my journal. And this time I didn't do any journaling or anything to decorate it. I just smushed them all together on a page. For the next page idea, I really liked this one. This one was really fun to do. I have quite a lot of stickers. I love stationery and paper products. So I collect stationery items and I tend to have a lot of stickers. So what I did was take some of my sticker hoard and I just stuck them all over a page. And this is something that I used to do when I was little. When I was a kid and I used to do journaling, I used to love just sticking stickers onto a page just for the sake of sticking them down, just for the fun of using the stickers. So I feel like this page is kind of almost like a healing activity, like a healing your inner child. If you never did this as a child, it's really fun to do even as an adult. So just sticking stickers down over and over, all over a page. And what I did to make this page a little bit more interesting and meaningful was I included stickers from my sticker hoard, just my stationery collection. And I also included some random stickers that I've just acquired over time. So for example, I have a little sticker from some packaging. I have a sticker from a jam jar because my kids have been loving jam. I've got this little vintage sticker from a vintage chocolate packet that I found at my grandparents' house. And yeah, I just annotated for some of the stickers what they are or where they came from. This little hedgehog one came from some Happy Mail. So some of them are meaningful and some of them are just fun, and you can do a mix of both or you can do either or. So the next page idea is to use paper bags in your journals. And on this page, I used a really large paper bag to hold extra photos. So I glued the paper bag down directly onto the page. I wrote photos along the top. I used a little paper clip to hold it closed. And I also ended up adding a little sticker. But basically you can use this to catch extra things in your journals. So for me, I like to keep a lot of stuff from my life, a lot of photos, a lot of mementos, and sometimes I end up with extra things. So I'm using my paper bag to hold those extra photos and things, but you can use them to hold anything in your journal, like hidden journaling, writing, and they can be really large bags like mine, or you can use small ones that come in all different sizes. So they're really handy for holding all different types of things. So the next page idea is to include pressed flowers or pressed leaves. And for this page, I actually found this pressed flower, which I'd obviously pressed a long time ago and forgotten about. So I can't actually remember where it came from. I'm pretty sure it's like a little weed that my daughter had picked for me. So I just glued it straight down onto one of these pages in my journal, and it's just going to decorate the page whenever I come back to it. So pressed flowers are a really easy and free decoration that you can include in your journal, and they can also hold lots of meaning. And I love that you can use just one or two here and there to add interest, or you could fill up an entire page with heaps of different pressed flowers. And they're always just going to look so pretty, so classic, and really interesting in your journal pages. The next page idea is to take your favorite perfume, or if you get a new perfume, to include it in your journal pages. And so what I did was I included some of the packaging from the perfume, I wrote a little bit about it, and then I sprayed the perfume onto the page. And this page smells so good, and I've done this in my previous journals, and the smell really does tend to stick around. This next page idea is a really fun one as well, and that is just to take a page that already exists in your journal and to cut it into a different shape. I actually used a linen printable to help me cut out a really nice shape. So I glued it down across the page, and then I cut around it, cutting off all that extra from the existing page. And that has created a really nice little decorative page shape in my journal, which I can go ahead and journal on the front and back of. And this just helps add extra interest to your journal. I always really love a layered look in my journal pages, and having pages that have different sizes and different shapes really helps to add extra depth and layers to your journal. I think it's always really fun to add some of your own drawings and art into your journal whenever you can. And so another idea is a drawing or a painting of the house that you're living in right now. This doesn't have to be a masterpiece, it's just like a really fun, quick little interpretation of where you live. I think drawing a picture of your house is a really simple thing that really anyone can convey, and it helps add style and interest to your journal page, and it's just a really fun page to put together. Another really simple page idea is just to remember that you can write in different directions. You don't have to write across a page all the time. You don't always have to have really neat and perfect writing. You can write up a page, you can write upside down, you can write in a spiral or in a circle, or any shape that you like. For me on this page, I just wrote in different directions. So there's some that are up the page, some that are normal, and some that are upside down. And it's all journaling about the same thing, but it just makes it more interesting, more fun to do. And also an aspect of writing in different directions that I really like is that it kind of makes your writing less easily read at times. So if someone was to flick through the journal really quickly and the writing was upside down, it's less easy for them to see. And then the last page idea is to introduce new seasons whenever you come into them. So here in Australia, we are just about to come into spring. So what I did was write a spring bucket list of some things that I'm looking forward to doing this spring. So no matter what season you are coming into, you can do the same thing. You can write a list of things you would like to do. You can include pictures that sort of represent that season. You could include pressed flowers or leaves. You could take photos. You can write about how you are feeling coming into a new season. And for my page where I introduced spring, I did a spring bucket list. And then I also put beside it that fashion inspiration page. And so those pages kind of team up together to help introduce the new season. So those are my new simple journal page ideas. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below as well. And if you want to check out part 1 and part 2, I will also leave those linked down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are feeling inspired to do some journaling, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye.